Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Wynn, and welcome back to another video. Today, we are finally answering many of your questions about my sensitivity, my controls, what device I play on, and my iPad stand. So this video is going to break down everything you need to know about how I play PUBG Mobile. Before we get to the settings, though, let's start off with my device. I think we should go in order, right? So we have the iPad Pro, the M4 version. This is the 13-inch iPad. So a quick warning. If you guys are a phone player and you're looking at my sensitivities or you're looking at my controls, they probably won't work for you. But if you're just curious, keep watching. And if you're an iPad player, this will apply to you. So I will put the share codes down below for the sensitivity and the control. So I've got the M4 iPad Pro. The next important question, what is my iPad stand? And more importantly, how do I play PUBG Mobile? Well, let me show you guys. I have this stand right here. This is a cooling stand. You can see the fan is still spinning. I just unplugged it. And it kind of sits on the desk flat. The iPad goes on it like this, and I just play with my hands on the side. Now, the reason I don't use gyroscope is because, first of all, the iPad is really big. And in order to stream, you guys will notice that I have this cord coming off of my iPad. That cord is how I charge and stream, and also how you guys see the gameplay. Now, next order of business, let's talk about the sensitivity. I will have the codes below, like I mentioned, in the description and in the pinned comment. But for my sensitivity, this is very simple. We have 8 numbers here. These sliders are the ones that you want to know. 115, 100, 58, 35, 25, 16, 13, 11. I mean, it's probably going to take you longer to put in the code than if you just go in the game and move the sliders themselves. I don't use gyroscope, like I mentioned, so we don't even have to worry about that. And my ADS sensitivity, where you can have separate sensitivity for every scope, I don't even have that turned on. It's all the same thing right here at the top. And then at the bottom for the camera sensitivity, 160, 129, and 146. Pretty much just like right in the middle. I don't move these or change these that often, if really ever. So that's the sensitivity. Now let's go in and talk about really like how I play, and we'll go over my controls. And again, the codes will be down below. So here is my HUD. This is what it looks like, and I am a 4-finger claw player. So we got the index fingers and we got the thumbs. That's pretty much it. I know a lot of you guys are probably 5, 6, 7-finger players, especially with a big iPad. You can definitely incorporate more of your fingers, but I feel pretty good playing, and I've hit Conqueror and all the fun stuff, you know, just with the 4 fingers. Now, so in the top left, we have the shooting button. I also have reload. We have our FPP, TPP switch, mark, and we also have the ability to, you know, for Vampire Werewolf, I did put that up there for this update. Bottom left, we obviously move and run. I also can flick around to like a stun grenade or a frag grenade or whatever, and then we have our healing. And I did do the wheel. So it's important to do this like wheel mode. So you can like flick with your thumb to pick, and you don't have to actually like open the tab to like select a frag grenade. You can just flick up and get, you know, a frag or whatever. That's super helpful. I also have my pistol down here. I made it really big because in the water mode, we were using those water grapplers so much. So my pistol is easily accessible. We also have the side scope. I never use that, so that's not really a problem. That's pretty much everything on the left side of the screen, as well as the, you know, being able to do the focal length. On the right side of the screen, this is where all the action happens. In the top, we've got our crouch, jump, aim, kind of in a cluster here. And then I also have the other jump here so you can separate out, right? So if you do want to jump without the mantling, you have that split up. We also have our quick scope switch. We can access our inventory all here in our index finger on the right side. And I put the carry button way up here because I didn't want to accidentally hit it. We also have our text commands. At the bottom, we can switch between our 2 different firearms. We've got our exit vehicle button in the bottom corner. So if we're driving and want to hop out, just boom, right down to the corner. And then we have our peek and lean buttons here, as well as looting is in the bottom right of the screen. So here is how this looks actually zoomed in. You can see we've got the jumping, the aiming, and I like to crouch spam a lot. I just have like these little twitches that I do. On the left, my thumb, I'm always going back and forth, and then I love doing this like little like zigzag thing. I do this all the time. Always crouching, always crouch spamming. So, you know, we can like hit a quick spray, hit the reload up here, the finger, and you notice my hands are going up and down, right? Oh, we got enemy over here. Switch to FPP. And then let's say, you know, want to hit a drop shot. Boom! Got that prone button right there. Switch weapons. And then let's grab some scopes. You can see, you know, I'm always picking up lots of scopes. As an iPad player who doesn't use gyro, this is a question I get all the time. Is like, how come I love like the 2x scope? Well, I'm not a gyro player. So funny enough, the hollow and the red dot can be kind of hard to control, especially when spraying at range. I know you guys that play on phone are cracked, right? You're out here and you're like, oh, I'm gonna like spray this wind turbine. Like, that's not that easy to do when you don't have gyro. I like the 2x because for me it's like a hollow, but you just get that little extra zoom. All right, let's go over the settings real quick as well, because there are some of these that I have changed and I would recommend maybe you change them too. So first and foremost, scope mode, I play on tap. That means when we tap our ADS button, he stays scoped in until we tap it again and he stops scoping in. Next, we have quick scope switch. Turn this on. This is that little widget on the side that allows you to quickly switch between like a 3x or 4x or 6x. Focal length adjustment, this is what I'm mentioning here in this video. It defaults to tap. Make sure you go to hold. We have our peaks enabled, and I also have peak mode as tap, meaning if we tap it, he will stay leaned until we untap it. Another thing, camera rotation while leaning, we do have this enabled. However, for ADS, camera rotation while ADS is off. That means when we press our scope button, we're not going to accidentally like move the like looking around with our index finger. So I have that so that I don't accidentally, you know, adjust. I do everything with my thumb, and my brain likes to keep it that way. Let's see. Next up in advanced controls, jump, climb, separate. We do have that separated out, like I said, so we can jump. And then, you know, in those few instances where we want to jump over a fence or a wall to shoot the enemy, but we don't want to vault it. That's why we want to have that separate jump button, because we don't always want to climb, right? TPP, FPP, obviously we've maxed out our FOV. The FPP swap, we do turn that on. Sprint sensitivity, some people like to put it all the way up to 100. I like to have it high, but like not exactly at 100. I don't really think it makes that big of a deal. And for the mark style, definitely have modern. We love to be able to see like the, you know, see through the mark and not have it block our field of view. For the main screen audio markers, that's something a lot of you have asked about. I do have that on. That's that like orange pop-up. So like if there are footsteps or like a vehicle nearby, it kind of shows up like on the screen, not just the minimap. Very helpful, and chances are your enemies are also probably using it too, so they're going to have an advantage on you if you turn it off, so you might as well turn it on. Auto mark hit locations, this is a big one. I actually had it off for a long time, but not only does it help when you hit an enemy and it marks it so everyone can see, but if you have it disabled, you will also not see the marks for when your teammates shoot and hit somebody. So you definitely want to have that on. It helps a ton when you're in fights, especially if you hit somebody like in the smoke or something, it will mark it as well. They'll come in here eventually. That's above. Careful. Someone's above. So they're going to get up on the second level. Oh my god, I almost timed it. If I didn't fall, I would have had it. MVP. Oh, this guy's like right on me. Flawless execution. All right, we got a horse straight ahead of me, kind of far. Yep, shots out here too. Might be able to make it to this rock. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get to this rock before my wolf runs out. Oh, he saw me. All right, well, we got zone again. That's good. Duo buggy on me. There's still one more up, though. We gotta be careful. Nice. Okay. Oh, 15 bomb. Okay.